So this is a little out of character and just a touch away from focusing or zeroing in specifically on crypto, but it's related in a big way, okay? This kid, I think his name is Brett Pike, he does a really good job about explaining how the federal income tax came to be and how for most of our history we didn't have one, and I've known that forever, but it's just got to come more and more to the public consciousness because we're being swindled. I mean, what is this thing where you work hard, you earn all this money, and then the government comes in and says, hey, this piece is mine. You know, it's like a mafia, man, and it wasn't always the case. And if you ever look back to see how they passed the 16th Amendment, which supposedly gave them the right to do this, you'll find that it was highly unusual how all that came to be. But nonetheless, all the other things that occurred right around the same time were also quite surprising, and he's about to explain it to you guys. But what I want to aim at with respect to crypto in showing you this video, it's a great video, you got to see it, is that we're heading into a time when there's a competition for world reserve currency dominance again. The dollar is getting very weak. It's falling apart. And that's part of why we have these stable coins that have come in. And it's going to be private issuers. They're going to have to buy treasuries, which is American debt, because countries they're dropping our debt because they know that it's not reliable. How do you know they feel that way? Well, because go look at the value of gold. It's shooting through the roof. Silver shooting through the roof. They're buying God's money. They're buying the things that can truly guarantee or hold their value, right? Their purchasing power. Basically, it's like a debasement trade, if you will, just to get technical. But nonetheless, President Trump has been talking about eliminating the federal income tax, right? No taxes for anybody. He's floated that idea quite a few times before the election, during, after, and even just recently he did it again. What would this do to the investment space? Well, that would produce a lot of liquidity, a lot of new investment dollars. He just put out a warrior dividend, $1,776 per, I guess, veteran or every service member. I'm not sure. I think it was every service member. And he's putting that out. He's talking about $2,000 checks being sent out to the American public. I think it's anybody earning under 100K a year, so that they can kind of share in those tariffs that are coming in. So he's trying to introduce ways to create liquidity because something's coming. We all know what it is, but this is just to put a finer point on it, to put things into perspective. One of the big reasons to do this is to create that liquidity, but the other is this is just theft, guys. And when you see this video, it's going to crystallize it for you. When we're going to have to reach a point where we're going to all say, hey, man, that's enough. We got to do this a little different, man. This is not working.